Hello, hello, hello. How are you today, people? My name is Garrett Marison. Some of you may or may not already know, and this is week 3 of my video blog. Um, this week I wanted to start off by thanking my 5 subscribers. Thank you very much. Really does mean a lot to me. For those of you that haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe down below, right here. The red thing that says subscribe. Yeah, so now that we got that out of the way, also like, comment, share. So this week just wanted to talk about a few things, but more importantly, one main thing that I'm going to cover in this video, and that will be it. I wanted to first of all thank a lot of the organizations that don't get enough credit for helping people with medical conditions and or disabilities. First of all, we have the lovely Dan Marino Foundation. I think it's wonderful what Dan Marino is doing for those with medical conditions and Down syndrome. I also think it's wonderful what the OSD Club at FAU is doing, Best Buddies in general, what they're doing. We have one at FAU Broward campuses and one at Boca campus. We have the OSD Club, what they're doing is wonderful. And that's it that I can think of off the top of my head. But there are others, but they also deserve thanks. Oh, Stand Among Friends. Stand Among Friends. I can't thank you guys enough for what you do, providing me with Dragon and all that. Dragon is a wonderful program, guys. You can speak to it. It will type for you. It's very wonderful. Any questions about it, you can always ask me and I'll try to answer them. About Dragon. Or anything. Anyway. So, I went to the FAU comedy show this week. They had Guy Code. And I was really surprised to hear that the main act at the comedy show, Damien Sharp, he talked a lot about disability issues and just having fun when you have a disability. You know, like he said, one of the things he said was something to the effect of, you know, your buddy in a wheelchair is having a good time when he's doing 720s or donuts. And I was struck by that because here he was on MTV, this huge media conglomerate, big corporation, that's what it means. MTV, it's a huge media platform. And here he was, you know, and usually on MTV they're like, hey, yeah, we're gonna teach you how to get girls, and we're gonna, you know, friend zone and all that stuff, you know. But here he was talking about, the first couple minutes, talking about disability issues and people with disabilities, which I thought was very surprising. And I wanted to meet him. And I found somebody from the program where I was like, you have to get me in with Damien because he knows, we're like simpatico, you know, he's talking about it, you know, he knows that experience somehow, somewhere, you know. And the photographer's like, oh, I'll run for you. He's like running, you know, trying, Damien, you know, he's going out this entourage. He has to catch a plane. Sorry. But it's okay. But I found that really interesting. And I always say, something that I always say that I wanted to address this week is that people are people. And regardless of the label or the stigma that's attached to them, people are people. You know what I'm saying? A person is a person is a person. It's no different. So, although I have a disability, what happens when you take the dis at a disability? What I mean by that is what happens when you remove dis from ability, which is basically what they did. They attached dis to ability. So if you take dis at a disability, you get anyone? Ability. You're right. You're all Einsteins. So that is something that I always say in my speeches. That I would rather, me personally, I don't know, I can't speak for anyone else, but I'm sure I'm right when I say that people who have a medical condition, that's all a disability is, a medical condition, which is defined as an impact on one or more major life functions. That's all a disability is, defined by the dictionary. But other than that, we're just people. We go about our daily lives. We do what we have to do. We overcome adversity. And we overcome all those barriers that come with it. So I would rather be seen for my abilities versus my disability. So I'm really differently abled. You know what I mean? I'm still able to do a lot of things. If I wasn't able to be independent, do my thing, I would not be able to probably be doing a lot of things that I'm able to do. Like I don't know. I'm sure there can be, but I don't know if somebody with a spinal cord injury, for example, would be able to live on campus. Sure they would, but it would be hard. So I'm fortunate that I can do that. So that's just something to think about. Think about people for their abilities, not their disabilities. So you can still, I can still date somebody. I can still do anybody can. If you have a disability, you can do a lot more than you give yourself credit for. You just have to have perseverance and determination and laugh in the face of adversity. Every day I find myself surprised by things that I can do that I didn't know I could do. I did laundry this week, guys. I stood up and I did laundry. When I said I did laundry, I mean the basket was here. The basket was here on top of the laundry machine, and I was just throwing clothes in from the basket. Picked clothes up, threw it in. My first time doing laundry. I mean, the simple things that people take for granted, I am now kind of able to do those things. Not everything. I still need help with a lot of things, but the little things that I'm now starting to learn and I've always learned, and like I said, I've improved since I came to college. So I'm really excited about that. But I mean, you don't need to be worried. You don't need to worry about um how you take. I mean, even with honesty, I would rather appreciate honesty. If, for example, someone doesn't want to hang out with me, I'm sure everyone gets this, right? What if you like honesty? Don't you hate it when someone goes, "Oh, I'm not doing anything this week," and then what do? You go on Facebook, you go on Twitter, and you see, oh, they're doing this, you know, or you know, you like you like you like someone, and they kind of know you like someone, but then they tell you the last, and you're like, oh, I have a boyfriend. I would rather come right off the bat, you know, I have a boyfriend, you know, just so you know, somewhere down the line. But anyway, what I'm trying to get at is ability awareness. See people for their abilities, not their disabilities. That is the main point that I want to bring to you this week. Ability awareness. Try to see someone with a disability or anybody as differently abled, but especially with a disability as differently abled. You know, I'm still able to do things. I'm just differently abled. All right. So remember, differently abled, ability awareness. See people for their abilities, not their disabilities. And remember, don't hate, don't assume, don't discriminate. Just love one another, and that is how we roll. This is week 3 of my video blog, and I will see you guys for week 4. Alright, peace out. And again, don't hate, don't assume, don't discriminate, just love one another. And that is how we roll. And I challenge you to see people for their abilities, not their disabilities. And, just accept everybody. Alright, guys? No judgment allowed. Handicap this. Alright, bye.